First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play action. Stafford. And incomplete to open things up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Stafford. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week. And they kept
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch, because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front, but if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how it racks up the big yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Middle.
Straight ahead, Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Goff now looking to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 16. Now gone. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired up the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workman-like right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workman-like.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Now Goff on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front. Lamar on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Stafford now to throw. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. That one caught by Carter. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The end result, 21 yards.
Adam Thielen, a terrific wide receiver and synonymous with Minnesota football. You go back to high school, college ball in the state, and now his 9th season with the Minnesota Vikings. 10 touchdown catches last season, makes a nice catch there.
Stafford on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 45 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Moore able to put this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw is Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Goff. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tyson Campbell. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 29-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. Call that a loss loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Goff now looks to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 22. Now it's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. What do you got?
2nd On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the gun, here's Stafford. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
53, ready?
Play action. Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Stafford now to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch, made on the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Stafford. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they turned the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
21.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I can't help but chuckle because this morning, you and I sitting at the hotel, keys to the game, I asked you, said they had the 3 interceptions last week. If they get one early, could be trouble. They got it on the first pass of the game.
And they anticipated getting it early because of their success last week. They are so coordinated right now on defense that everyone's looking at each other saying, who's going to get the next one? And believing it, and they made it happen.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column.